Guys, take these cookies here. Have these cookies. No, that's it, but you got relaxed though, right? You
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, man.
Welcome to the 2024 Winter FPF Finals, the 35-plus Legends Edition. Iggy Magnets here with Mokan. I'll be your play-by-play. Mokan will be your color analyst for the night.
I'll try.
You'll try, of course, and maybe fail. But here we have a absolute barn burner of a matchup. We have the Pacemakers going up against the Bearskins. Mo, what do you think is going to be the key difference in this game? A certain offense, certain defense. Where do you lean?
Yeah, I think first off, for the Bearskins, they have a lot of FPF success, right? You think about Vince Nardone, you think about the Edson boys, GM Cloethers, who we know very well, Terry Tam included, and of course Marco Bertoli. But then you look at this Pacemaker team and how they've been built up here. Jason Rossi, Scotty Binns, they have some good players themselves that can make a big impact. So it might come down to, can the Pacemakers come up with a turnover or two to win this matchup?
Definitely a thing to look out for here. Turnovers can be the huge difference, as we know in FPF. We're going to turn it right away down to field level as the referees, the teams, are all ready to go.
They're waiting for us.
Yeah, they're really, literally waiting for us here. As we will have, it appears, the Bearskins starting with the ball on offense. Neil Ettinson throwing, and with Ryan Ettinson, who's Neil Ettinson?
Neil's the quarterback.
Neil the quarterback. Dad the snapper. Here we go. 35-plus Legends final is on the way. Receives the snap. Rolling out immediately. Going for a big run, evades one tackle, a third tackle, appears to have gained the first down, maybe, yeah, exactly, 12-yard gain by Neil Ettinson on the run. Are you surprised by that first play call there for Neil Ettinson? Maybe it looked like a designed run.
No, Neil has the ability to get yards through the ground, and I think that's the key for this Pacemaker team. They may not be the most fleet of foot out there, but they're going to have to really play their lanes properly in this matchup.
Yeah, so we'll see. Definitely cannot run on this next play, as in all of flag football rules. No consecutive runs are allowed, so definitely a pass is forthcoming. Do you simply see an all hooks here to get the ice under wraps?
Thank you very much, Mr. Cabana, for the chair.
Can't run here. Overthrown to his snapper. Incomplete pass. We have second down setting up here for the Bearskins.
Yeah, that play looked like it was a disaster from jump. It did not look like it was the correct call. But look, Neil had to throw that ball away. Ryan was there in case there was going to be intentional grounding. But again, they have to come up with a more subtle play, a more calm play to help ease the angst for Neil Edson.
It did kind of look like there was all hooks going, and then Neil is escaping the pocket a little too much. Let's see, maybe the jitters of a final. It's been a while since his last final. Maybe the nerves are getting to him. We'll see if he's more under composure here on second down.
Watch out for Kevin Lindman, the second receiver to the right of the formation for Neil Edson.
Edinson takes a snap. Scanning. Deep down the middle. Marco Bertoli! Touchdown, Bearskins!
And right away, you see them dial it up. Vince Nardone in on the touchdown.
It's Vince. It is Vince. It is Vince Nardone. My bad.
But you can see right there a deep post by Nardone. He got the inside leverage on the Pacemaker DB, and it was Gonzo for a 6-point lead, and that is a massive play for Neil Edson to ease the angst early on.
Up 6-0 now. Bearskins deciding to go for a 1-point convert. Do we see a simple smash out from the slots? Ins back of the end zone from the wide.
Well, that's the thing, right? For Neil Edson, he's got his safety valve. Marco Bertoli is his safety valve when it comes to the red zone scores, and that might be his man early on in this situation.
Neil ready to take the snap. Scans the field. Still scanning. Going back of the end zone. Vince Nardone, 1 foot, 2 foot. No, just 1 foot there, but we do have a penalty called by Conrad Keeble here. There may have been contact on the defense.
Or illegal participation.
No.
Or no contact it is.
Yeah, as we see here on the replay, at the end, Shane Williams appears to get some unnecessary contact there. It looks like the Bearskins are going to have a reattempt at this from No, the convert is no good. The penalty will be applied on the Pacemakers side of things. So they're going to go back and start the drive on their own 5-yard line. Jason Rossi leads his men out there.
Yeah, unfortunately for Nardone, he only got his left in. His right was out of bounds. The momentum carried him out of bounds on that play.
We have Jason Rossi in the huddle here and his countless and numerous number of finals here. But starting on their own 5-yard line, let's see if that pays any dividends for the Bearskins. Rossi scanning, hitting. Ooh, Kenton Lowe just unable to get that deep in route or intermediate in route to Kenton Lowe off the fingertips. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, Rossi hesitated on that throw, and that allowed the Bearskins defense to converge on Kenton Lowe. It was a zone defense that they were running on that play. And again, I know it's 35 plus, but those windows are still tight, so you got to get that ball with confidence out of your hands and not hesitate at all.
Mo, 35 plus gets a bad rap, but I've seen a lot of the football here. It is great football, so what do you expect to see out of here?
Hopefully no pulled muscles or anything like that. But no, like you got some hitters here. Shane Williams, who's now playing the width of the left right now, coming up on this play.
Jason Rossi takes the snap. Looks, shakes and bakes. GM Coletheris at the rush. Kevin Lidman here with the tackle for a 7-yard gain. Jason Rossi just able to get past GM Coletheris, rushing here for the Bearskins.
Yeah, Coletheris was Bambi on ice in that play by Jason Rossi, eliminated on the save. But that's the thing about it. You look at Jason Rossi from the time we've known him playing in the Division III adult leagues and all that. His legs are underrated. He uses them very well at times, and that was a good play by him to get out of literally the shadows of the end zone and into a better area of the real estate.
Now, I believe believe it's a 3rd and 2 situation here. Jason Rossi about to take the snap from Chris Brockwell. Takes the snap, hits Brockwell right away for the first down. It appears Marco Bertoldi with the tackle. It is a first down. Pacemakers.
So we talk about Ryan Edson being the safety valve for Neil Edson and also Marco Bertoldi. Chris Brockwell is the blanket for Jason Ross when it comes to those short intermediate plays, and you saw right there he's going to move those sticks as he did so well in that play.
Yeah, absolutely. That duo is as a comfort. It's more like a comforter, Mocon, not so much a blanket. It's a duvet for Jason Rossi in the winter.
Yes, duvets are very nice, more elegant.
Yes. Here's Jason Rossi taking the snap. Brockwell open, scans over Shane Williams. Incomplete pass. We have a second down here for the Pacemakers.
Yeah, Shane Williams is a Hall of Famer, one of the original OGs of this league. He was there from day one in 2005, now still playing. He's a guy that if you're going to look at big game players, he could be that for Rossi's offense today.
Yeah, and numerous times you and I scorekeeping, me more than you, have caught some 35-plus games, and Shane Williams has that capability. You see that flash of brilliance as they take ready for the next snap. Jason Rossi, tight window there for Justin Anania, going down the sideline. Tackled again by Kevin Libman. That is a first down. Pacemakers on their own, on the past and into the plus territory of the Bearskins.
So you have throws, you have passes. That was a throw. That was put to Anania's backside of the shoulder, essentially, as he's running momentum going from right to left. And that was an incredible throw and a better catch by Anania to get themselves in great field position.
And it's also a good example of not necessarily the throw needing to be a tight spiral. It was a bit of a wobbler, but it was a very accurate pass where it needed to be and led Justin Anania just enough to get that first down. Here, Jason Rossi sets for first down. Scans the field, waits for the crosser. GM misses, takes off on the run. Jason Rossi almost gets to the end zone, just short 1 yard at the lip of the end zone, just tackled. It seemed like he was diving there as we get a glimpse on the replay of that last play.
So what you have here is the Mary Vic lights are shining on Rossi and exposing GM Coletheris on the pass rush right now. It's twice on the same drive that he's been slipping and sliding. He's got to break it down a little bit longer and force Rossi to make that first move, then attack, and what you see from there.
There you go. Analysis from your the greatest rusher to never come back to FPF.
Don't need to.
Yeah.
Don't need to.
Oh, you don't need to. Okay. Jason Rossi now setting up here first and goal from the 2-yard line where he stumbled on his previous run. Scanning the red zone defense of Bearskins. Referees telling Marco Bertoldi to be 3 yards off the center. Scanning. That's a touchdown. Pacemakers, Scott Binns, first to open the Pacemakers account.
Yeah, Scott Binns ran a simple hook route at the front of the goal line, and you just see he just literally boxes the way through. And Rossi going the safety route on that first option read as he had Binns open in between two bearskin defenders.
Yeah, it looked like Ryan Ettinson, saw the coverage there and just wasn't able to get in front of the defender. Very important, at least to get close enough so that you can get a bat down. Unable to do so leads to Scott Binns to a 6-6 tie game here. Jason Rossi and Pacemakers going for one, ready to take the snap. Takes the snap from Chris Brockwell. Looking back at the end zone. 1 point is good. That's Kenton Lowe giving the lead to the Pacemakers 7-6.
So Ken Lowe running a simple drag route going left to right on the play. And you see, watch the front right there. Binns holding up the defense right there. That opened up for Kenton Lowe. And you see Bertoli in the trail, and he was toasting that play. But Scott Binns really being the creator of that opening in the back of the end zone.
Exactly. You had that double hook concept with a crosser in the back. It's a very simple play that the quarterback needs to read. If anyone jumps on the two hooks, then you have that back crosser open. That's exactly what happened. Neil Ettinson now ready to take the Bearskins' second drive, hopefully for a touchdown.
And Neil did a good job, though, with the melange of run and pass. And we'll see if they adjust now for Pacemakers.
Neil takes the snap. Oh, Chris Brockwell! Rusher pick 6! Unbelievable. It is not often that you see a rusher get a pick 6, even less likely a pick 6 in the finals. Pacemakers now up 13-6 off an incredible play by Chris Brockwell.
The perfect science on that play by Chris Brockwell. He timed it up, and watch him come here. Watch the hands at the last second of the throw. He saw it, and he went up. And I think for Neil Ensign, he tried to go more touch than zip, and that enabled Brockwell to time it up perfectly and get himself that pick 6 the other way.
Yeah, there was a slight hesitation as Brockwell was leaning and not necessarily going for the sack, leaning out to block a lane, gets his hands up in the air, and that's tough to do. Neil Ettinson stands very tall there behind the pocket, but Jason Rossi now standing taller with a 13-6 lead. Going for one. Kenton Lowe just through the fingertips of Kenton Lowe on that quick out route, unable to make it a 14-6 lead for Pacemakers.
Well, no question that was a play. Chris Brockwell blocking the passing artery for Neil Ensign, and you have to wonder now from Neil, where is his mindset? Because he had a really good fluent and flowing first drive, and that was unscripted, and that was a scripted touchdown for Chris Brockwell the other way.
He has to clear his mind and forget that play, right?
No question about that.
And here we'll see how the mental fortitude of a quarterback here in Neil Ettinson. Just to calm things down, maybe we'll see an all hooks play as he takes the snap. Made go for a run. That's the case. Shane Williams with the tackle for a gain of about 6 yards.
So what you're seeing here is Brockwell is attacking the left shoulder of Edison, and you see Edison's eyes looking at Brockwell more than the downfield play. As you see from the replay here, Brockwell comes off, and then Edison sees him last second, and he bailed, and right there to clean up was Shane Williams to minimize the run from Neil Edison.
So interesting strategy there from Chris Brockwell rushing. He's not necessarily going for the sack. He's taking away passing lanes and really rushing from an angle. We'll see if that, whether that confuses or distracts Neil from reading the backfield here of Pacemakers. As he adjusts his flag, Neil Ettinson ready to take the snap. Now scanning downfield. Another blocked pass by Chris Brockwell, really disrupting every play here for the Bearskins.
Well, it's been a big flat for Neil Edison on this drive. And again, Chris Brockwell has been absolutely fantastic timing his play. What I mean by play, his jump, his ability to read Neil's throwing mechanics. And you have to wonder now for Neil Edison, how much is that playing into his mind, because those margins are starting to tighten here with Brockwell coming in from the pass rushing position.
What are some of the things that maybe Neil Ettinson can do to slow down or change the pace for Chris Brockwell
here? Get the ball out of your hands ASAP, right? A slant play can help ease his angst, help get himself. Kevin Littman is a guy who is a great slant route runner for this Bearskin offense.
And here's Neil taking the snap. Reading for his snapper, takes the intermediate. Looks like it's going to be picked. Jonathan Garfinkel, yes, interception is good.
We'll see in the replay here. But again, Neil Edson might have had the wrong read on that play. Watch how this plays out for him. He had Littman open in the middle, and he overshot Marco Bertoli on the flood play. He had two options, Bertoli and Littman. Littman was a safety valve, but Bertoli, that ball had too much meat on that pass from him.
Yeah, and great interception, the concentration on the sideline there from Jonathan Garfinkel. But that, again, you're seeing Neil kind of hesitate as he releases that ball. The ball led a little over the intermediate route and led into the hands of the Pacemakers defender as Jason Rossi takes the next snap. He's hesitating, and GM, that's 0 for 3. Taking off on a big run is Jason Rossi. Even more, that looks like a 20-yard gain. Neil Edson with the tackle way downfield.
Well, the ability and imagination of Jason Rossi has really bamboozled GM Colathris. And you see again, Colathris is leveraging himself more to his left, GM that is, and giving Jason Rossi his left, the free ability to slide through. And you see right there, that slide play by Jason Rossi just opened up the entire defense for Bearskins, and you saw him gain a boatload of yards.
And even more so after Terry Tam, they were just missing that tackle.
Yeah, I'm not expecting Terry to make that open field tackle.
Missing another 5-7 yards, or giving those 5-7 yards up for Jason Rossi. It is now 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. So a first down can be gained here by Jason as he gets ready to take the snap from Chris. Going to take that easy check down. Chris with his own little move. He's in for the touchdown. Chris Brockwell, after a pick six, takes that 12-yard gain all the way into the end zone. It is now 19-6 for the Pacemakers. Excuse me.
Yeah, Brockwell's become the accelerator for this offense and defense right now. He's in on both sides. He has been damaging this Bearskin heart. And the thing is, right now, we're seeing a lot of missed tackles from Bearskins defense, which is uncharacteristic for this Vince Nardone-led defense. And you have to wonder, can they clean up those mistakes? Because the yak, yards off the catch, has been exceptional for this Pacemaker team so far today.
What can the Bearskins do now that they were up 6-0, have now let up 19 points in a row after this play? What can they do to slow things down? But first, Jason Rossi takes a snap for the extra point. Slant right away. No good. The extra point is no good, so the score will stay 19-6 for the for the Pacemakers. But again, Mo, what can the Bearskins do now to slow down this game because they've let up 19 points in a row?
Yeah, just quickly, Wade Williams just ran the right route, but had to run a little bit deeper on the hook. For Bearskins, pray to their gods.
That's it?
That's what they have to do right now. But look, these got to get a little bit more creative in terms of where they have to be on the offensive skill set. I'm curious now, what does Neil Edson do? Because Brockwell has been a machine, as he has been literally a chief destroyer of everything that Neil has thrown so far in this first half.
Yeah, we'll see what Neil does here as he takes the snap from Ryan Nettinson. Neil just with the crossing route to Marco Bertoldi. Great tackle there by Shane Williams for a minimal gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about Neil Edson. He's got to take off the boxes that has made him a great quarterback, which is what? Marco Bertoli being his safety valve. We saw that cross route right there that has worked well for him. But again, you can't have too many cooks, and he's got to focus on one chef right now just to get in rhythm and get himself back in flow.
You might see that with a simple all hooks play here on second down. After on first down, there was a more of a crossing route action here. Neil ready to take the snap. Does. Scans, looks left and right. Littman able to get through. No, Shane Williams, the sure tackling machine here with another 3-yard gain, sets up a 3rd and 3 somewhat situation.
Well, that's the thing. Shane Williams is very tough. If you get by him on a missed tackle, play the lottery, because he's a guy that's a sure tackler out there. But the thing is, as I said before, not to be repetitive, Kevin Littman has to be the serial production man here for this team, because if he's not, it really limits Neil Edmonds' options on offense.
Here's Neil taking the snap again, rolling a bit. He's going to take off, getting away from Chris Brockwell this time. But again, Shane Williams, did he get the tackle? No. He was able to get all the way past. And for a clear first down, big run by Ryan Nettinson. Looks like that's going to be part of the game plan here for the offense.
Yeah, the firebrand of Neil Edson, again, his legs being the saving grace here. He beats Brockwell in that time. But again, you cannot rely on your legs far too much, because if you do, you become one-dimensional and makes it much easier for Brockwell for this defense.
That's it. You are right, Mo, there. He's going to start having to look at sideline hooks, maybe slants out to the outside, because, yes, Kevin Littman might be the answer here, but running into a wall in Shane Williams is not the answer.
Vince Nardone, watch out for him on this play.
Okay, we'll take a look as Neil able to get the ball to Libman on a deep in route, making a shake and bake move. It's Wade Williams this time with the tackle, but not before the first down yard is gained. Taken all the way to the 5-yard line.
Well, as I said before, right, Kevin Libman's got to be that guy for them now because, look, it was a deep in route by him. It was a clearing route by Bertolli and Ordone and how they ran it. And you see how they sucked into Ryan Edson and opened it up over the middle for Kevin Libman to get that first down and more, and now in the score zone.
Any peculiarities that you would say for a left-handed quarterback as Neil Edmondson is, and perhaps Pease Delarize is listening? Anything that for a lefty QB that might throw off the defense?
Well, it has thrown off Chris Brockwell.
Okay.
It's straightforward from there.
Let's see how they do first and goal. Neil scanning again. Libman, touchdown on the in route. 19-6. Pacemakers. 19-12 now. Yes, correct. 19-12 with the 6 points on the board from Kevin Libman getting the touchdown there, and Bearskins deciding here to go for one and cut the lead.
So, again, Kevin Libman is going to be the key
Yep.
for this team moving forward because you look at what he brings as a value on the offense here. Nardone and Bertolli will be watched with not with 4 eyes, but with 10 eyes from the opposing defense here. And Libman's got to be the guy for them. And you saw in that last 2 plays, he moved the sticks and got the 6 points.
Let's see if Neil Ettinson decides to roll out in the pocket again. That's where he seems most comfortable. Direct slant to Vince Nardone, tackled short of the extra point yard line. That is no good. We do have still a 19-12 7-point lead for Pacemakers.
Yeah, you see this right here. And the thing is, you mentioned about left-handed quarterbacks, right? Again, Neil Anderson has his style of play, but that extra wasted movement on that slant route enabled Garfinkel to kind of break into the play here. If he makes a one motion, Nardone might have a little bit more leverage to work with and gain himself the 2-point converts.
Jason Rossi getting ready to take his 3rd drive all the way to the distance, as there was a pick 6 by Chris Brockwell. A lot of crossing, a lot of motion. Ooh, overthrows Kenton Lowe. That was a chance for Marco Bertolli to get a key turnover here for the Bearskins.
Well, it all started from the rush by Kevin Libman. It was a very uncomfortable throw by Ross that went over the head of Kenton Lowe and nearly picked off here. And again, if you see that replay from Kevin Libman, now he ran towards Jason Rossi, not Jim Cloathris. He took a better angle. See, he waits, and put his hands up, so he forced Rossi to maintain the pocket and not buy himself time to work with.
Here's Rossi taking the snap. Quick triple slants. And we're going to have a holding penalty here. Terry Tam as Chris Brockwell in his patented backwards dance move. Terry trying to get the flags off of Chris and ends up getting more of his shorts, pulling him back. And a 5-yard first down penalty will apply here.
Yeah, I think Terry's a tired dad over there. You pick on Terry all day. That's all it is right now. Right? Pick on Terry Tam and make him your jackpot on why you can win this game here. But again, those missed tackles or those penalties that are holding calls is going to be costly for Bearskins if they don't clean that up going towards the second half.
You might see the same play call here, triple slants to the left. That was a very quick huddle and play call from Jason Rossi. He may have just said, run the same play. We're going to see. Rossi scanning, takes the snap from Chris, in and out. Kenton Lowe, that deep in. Bertolli needs to make the tackle, and he does. At the 7 or 6 yard line, big first down for the Pacemakers. Kenton Lowe is a chief destroyer right now against this Bearskins defense.
A nerveless throw by Jason Rossi. The first read was to Brockwell on the in out, but he waited that split second to let that open up, and there was a massive gap the size of the Grand Canyon for the Bearskins defense that Kenton Lowe was able to exploit for the Yak.
And I do stand corrected. It is a first and goal from the 10-yard line. So the Pacemakers are outside of the red zone. And I believe I heard a 5 plays left.
Oh, you heard correct, my friend.
5 plays left in this first half. Jason Rossi may not want to score on this play. Takes the snap from Chris. Wants to hit him short. Gets tackled. D-flag there. Short of the end zone, of course. On about the 4-yard line, setting up a second and goal from the 3.
Yeah, it's been vim and vigor right now for this Rossi offense. I mean, you made a great point, right? If you are Rossi, you don't want them to score early. if it's for Nardone, you got to play that clock in your head. Hey, listen, I need to score now. Let them score, get the ball back, and hopefully get points here. Because if you're going to play for defense here, remember, I believe Pacemakers started the game off the ball, right?
They did not. The Bearskins started
did,
with
right?
the ball.
So you're going to give them perhaps a chance to kill off plays, score, and maybe get the ball back and score again on the return of the second half.
Let's see what Jason Rossi does here in a trips formation to Chris Brockwell. There's a penalty on the play, but is there a touchdown? Yes, the call on the field, touchdown by Leo Gervais, and it looks like GM Caletharis is going to get a penalty added on to this touchdown.
Right now, it's not raining, but pouring on GM Caletharis today. Unfortunately, demoted from the pass rushing position, now they're playing defense, and now got a call for that. Got exposed on the Rockwell touchdown. And halftime cannot come any sooner for Bearskins to have their team talk and get things reorganized, because right now they just look disjointed on both sides of the football.
So the penalty matters because we wonder if this is a 1-point attempt or 2 from the 5.
We'll find out.
We'll find out because the point was caught there by Scott Binns. We will soon find out if that was for 1 or for 2. That depends on the penalty, whether it was a unnecessary contact or if it was a holding penalty. If holding, it's for 1. If it was unnecessary contact, they could have applied it. This would be for 2.
The route by Binns to the back of the end zone was created because of the inside slot bringing the corner, holding him for that split second to open up that back window for this offense. So, again, the route running has been impeccable so far for Pacemakers.
And this should leave 3 plays for the Bearskins. What do you see here? Do they cut the field into 3? Does Neil Edinson take a shot here quick?
Well, he's going to have to take a shot at some point, right? I don't think he's going to go 40 bomb yet, but the guy get at least 10 yards on this first play.
Well, here's Neil setting his feet, taking the easy sideline hook to GM Caletharis. Felix Fourreau with the tackle, but not before a first down, so it looks like they're going to be cutting the field into 3.
So with that now, you have the ability to maybe cut it down a little bit more, make the Hail Mary a much manageable thing here.
And we're getting confirmation that that was a 1-point convert. So the penalty was likely either defensive pass interference or holding. Either way, Pacemakers are up 26-12, up 14 on the Bearskins, who now have the ball with 2 plays remaining, just shy of midfield. Ryan Edinson with the snap. Neil takes the snap. Going deep. Marco Bertoldi! Touchdown! Marco Bertoldi of the Bearskins with 2 plays from midfield, and he goes deep, skinny post down the middle. What a touchdown, what a grab.
What a kamikaze moment here from Marco Bertoldi coming in from the right side of your screen. A deep post, skinny post right there in between 2 players, and that was caught both feet in, maintaining possession. And you talk about Marco Bertoldi, he doesn't wear football gloves, he does it with his hands. Those hands are soft and natural, and that was spectacular.
Does he put lotion on them every night to make sure he can caress that football?
I do.
Okay. I was not asking about you, Mo. And since you don't play flag, that is highly questionable, as they would say.
Well, the Rolls Royce of hands, Marco Bertoldi coming up with a big play, and that keeps them alive in this matchup.
Yeah, great concentration there. And Neil Edinson concentrating now, reading the defense, going in the back of the end zone, just a little past the outstretched arms of Vince Nardone.
So now, with the way this is going to be for Pacemakers, they have, I believe, 1 play left. It's pretty much just roll the dice, see what happens. You throw an INT, but essentially it's next possession that's big for Bearskins because they're down by a score. They need to come up with that one stop, which they've not done yet.
Do you foresee and predict a double quarterback play option here? Is that in the books?
It could be, but it might be a little bit too rich in the food department here for Jason Rossi, who does have an arm. Remember, the Brockwell pick 6 is the reason why they're up by 8.
Absolutely. Let's see what Rossi pulls out of his bag here. Watch out for a safety, though. There is a second quarterback. Watch that safety. Oh, he just gets away. Wade Williams with the throw. Justin Anania cannot get it. Vince Nardone knocks that ball away. And that's the way the first half ends here in the 35-plus Legends division. Pacemakers with a 26-19 lead over the Bearskins.
Well, it's very simple. I mean, the Chris Brockwell show was top class in terms of how he was as a player here, Iggy. And now for Neil Edson going towards the second half, he's got to adjust his play calling. And he did do so, right? He went to Kevin Libin a little bit more often. But you can see in that first couple of drives, he was a little bit spooked by Brockwell coming in from the pass rushing position.
And so, other than using a bit more of Libin on the ends, can he maybe use a double hut just to change a little bit of the pace here for Brockwell? Get a different look, maybe use trips more, get people in motion. What are sort of the things that he can do
It
there?
could very well be the plan here. Again, I think the second half adjustment for Bearskins, aside from maybe the cadence, is again quick strike here for Libman, for Marco Bertoli, for Ryan Edson. We've not mentioned his name yet. Maybe get him over the middle to soften up the defense. If they can do that, I think it kind of opens up the other options of avenues to work with along the channels.
And now, like you mentioned, with the pacemaker side of things, starting with the ball, what do you see Jason Rossi having to do offensively? Does he have to change anything? Does he go more into a trip, show them a different look, or does he continue the same vein?
Well, you see he's picking on players, right? He's not going to Vince Nardone. He's avoided Vince Nardone because he knows what type of ninja he is in the last line of defense here. He's picked on GM Calathris, pass rushing, and when he's a pass defender. He's picked on the middle of the defense here, Brockwell being the centurion of that middle part of the field here. The question is, though, will Nardone maybe have his team gamble a little bit more to try to create something here, because they got to get a turnover here, Iggy, because they're down possession and maybe 2 scores by the time we hit the first possession of the Bears in the second half.
Now, you make a great point there, taking a gamble, but you can't do that unless your rusher, you have confidence in your rusher getting there. So what are some of the things that GM can do to really contain and hold Jason Rossi in the backfield?
He's going to rush him because Kevin Lemon rushed him afterwards, and you saw Lemon have a much more effective pass rush than GM did, unfortunately, for GM's cause. But I think if they're going to keep it, unfortunately lose Lemon, a short-handed tackler, because you need him to rush, and that might be a position where they weaken themselves in that sense.
All right, as the two teams take onto the field here, Jason Rossi leads his men into the huddle in the offense. The 4 referees just about to kickstart here the second half. Both teams are ready to go, but the referees not just yet.
Well, Leo Gervais conducting a Sunday morning sermon with the referees.
He may be having the double-double that was served to him.
He might be talking about what he's going to have at Milano's postgame.
Oh, maybe, perhaps.
Soup is a guarantee.
Oh, the soup is always on the menu.
The FanDuel odds are very low for that.
As Jack Nudie signals the play here, we are officially kickstarting the second half of the 35 Legends division. You hear Iggy Magnets with Mo Khan. That is Chris Brockwell already with the first catch of the second half. He was huge in the first, leading off the top of the second half.
Well, again, you see it once more that Jason Rossi realizes that I won't have the same ingenuity, the same ability to slide away from the pass rush with Kevin Lemon attacking me. So he goes to what has worked for him. Chris Brockwell, Chris Brockwell, Chris Brockwell, and Chris Brockwell.
Yeah, and then when it's not Chris Brockwell, he has been hitting Kenton Lowe over the top and that deep in. The coverage was a little tighter there on Brockwell, but still a sure-handed snapper as he is in the FPF community. Jason Rossi will always look to his snapper as he takes set here on second down, scans the field, is going deep. Oh, just outstretched over Shane Williams. But there, Vince Nardone with a great coverage on Shane Williams.
Yeah, Nardone had the inside shade on Shane Williams, who's playing the left wide out on your screen right now. But again, Kevin Lemon made that pass rush because he saw the throwing motion of Rossi a little bit quicker than normal, and that was overshot by a yard or so. Nardone, again, great coverage on him.
Yeah, easy concept. The fly 10 out, slide left from your snapper. Usually beats the zone quite easily. But you're right, Kevin Libman coming in hot and putting that pressure on Jason Rossi. Let's see, now sets up a 3rd and about 5 situation here. Let's see what Rossi goes as he goes to a balanced formation. Brockwell ready to snap. Rossi takes that snap immediately with the hook. Justin Anania boxing out with that big body. Ryan Ettinson. Ooh, we are short of the first down. Ryan Edinson with the tackle. We have 4th and short here. What do you see that the Pacemakers offense can do here?
Well, again, Anania has come up with some tough catches so far. Unfortunately, came up a little bit short on that potential first down converter. But again, if you're going to look at options here, Chris Brockwell and Shane Williams, those are the guys you have to watch out for. And Kenton Lowe, if it's a long developing play, which I don't think will be the case, Lowe is that guy that can really smuggle his way through in the middle part of the defense.
So if you're signaling two guys to look out for, if you know that, the Bearskins know that. So what do they do here, real quick?
Well, I think Vince Nardone is going to have to really cheat. You see him playing center field here, and he's eyeing where they're positioned as we speak.
Here's Jason Rossi on a big fourth down to start the second half. He looks to go deep. Kenton Lowe with a deep in route. The Bearskins defense cannot defend that, and it's Ryan Ettenson coming up with the tackle not to limit the damage that was done by Kenton Lowe.
So watch where Vince Nardone is on that play. He dropped deep center field. If Nardone drops back 5, maybe 7 yards, that play does not happen because it's slowed down by the fact that Lowe had a free space to work with. And again, by not the miscue, by the good graces of the gods, it worked out well for Kenton Lowe to have that opening because Vince Nardone's dropping back.
That now sets up a first down in the plus territory here for the Pacemakers. Honestly, the playbook is wide open for Jason Rossi as he's communicating and kind of milking the clock here as the first drive of the second half.
Rightfully
unfolds.
so, right? You want to really put the squeeze on Bearskins.
Rossi scanning. Oh, just overthrown over Chris Brockwell. That's a mistake that you need to capitalize if you're the Bearskins.
Yeah, and again, this shows that the Bearskins are in the right area code, but not at the correct address of picking off that ball. And it goes back to that pass rush of Kevin Littman because he's bringing that spark that has really forced the hand of Rossi at times to really make a quicker decision and pretty much have too much depth on his passes that he's done so far in the second half.
So with the Bearskins down 26, now 18, who on the defense needs to make a big play for the Bearskins?
Vince Nardone's got to be the man. He's the one that has the best range.
Here's Rossi to Kenton Lowe on the quick out. It is good. That catch is good for 3-4 yards. Again, you saw that concept. Wanted to hit Chris Brockwell. Nardone shoots, but Kenton Lowe able to get enough distance off Terry Tam.
So with that, I mean, again, it is them controlling the narrative right now and how they've been able to use outside of the numbers, if there's football numbers on this, which there isn't, and the inside part of the field.
Anything that you would see here coming up on second down? Maybe a double move or...
The thing is, Shane Williams is who I'm looking at,
okay.
And Marco Bertoli's on him, so that might not be the play in this matchup.
As Rossi takes the snap, reliable Chris Brockwell looks to have gained the first down. Ryan Ettenson looking for a penalty. They may have gotten it for a flag guard as the referees are converging and talking here. MD talking over to Jack, maybe signaling a hand guard, maybe a holding. We're going to see here what the referees decide.
Well, no question. It's going to be a pivotal call for the Bearskins because they can maybe hold off for a split second here. And it's going to go against Pacemakers.
Yeah, it looks like contact on the offense. They're going to move back 5, but I believe a first down was gained. Yes, so first down was gained. They're going to move back 5 yards. The referee should signal whether that was initially a red zone or not. They're currently at the 12-yard line where they have scored previously with Brockwell zipping and dancing his way into the end zone. Can they do it again? It's going to be first and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Yeah, a bit surprised. The Pacemakers almost had to insert a pacemaker in their body after that call against them. But again, if you're Pacemakers, no rush. You're controlling this game.
No, you're happy, actually. You have more yards as Jason Rossi ready to take the snap. He's scanning. He's looking to go Kenton Lowe. Oh, back of the end zone. Just dropped just over the outstretched hands of Kenton Lowe.
So what you saw was a light 4-1. So the Hugs took away the immediate line of defense. Nardone was the last line of defense. Unfortunately for Kenton Lowe, he just couldn't get the right body angle to get that ball in for 6.
Yeah, good reading of the defense and mirrored that with a great play call. Jason Rossi was able to read it very well. Kenton Lowe just out over the outstretched hands. They couldn't connect just there. That sets up here a 2nd and 10 situation. Jason Rossi takes the snap. Looking immediately for Chris Brockwell. Littman gets the sack. Oh, he's going to be called flag guarding in the backfield. Ooh, Jason Rossi doesn't like that call, but that is that might be the right call. They're going to move.
They could challenge it too.
They could challenge if Jason truly feels strongly about this. Otherwise, this is that distance. Is that a flag guard in the backfield? That may be
that's
a 10-yard.
close.
Maybe
that is close, Iggy. Sorry, Iggy. Watch from this sideline angle right here.
As Lemon takes a great angle. Oh,
It might be the flailing left hand arm of his that maybe denied Lemon a sack.
Usually, sometimes quarterbacks get a little lucky with that. It looks like the ball may have really protected the flag in that case, and that's what Jack Nudie saw there in the backfield. He's standing as close as you can be, so he had the best angle for that for sure. This sets up a 3rd and long here for Jason Rossi, looking to go deep. It's going to be picked off. No, GM Caletharis can only get a PD off of that and not an interception.
An absolute heart and mouth moment for GM Caletharis, who could have lifted the weight of the shoulders, weight of the world off his shoulders, and he would have had a pick 6. But I think he was looking for the end zone and controlling the ball instead.
That and the fact, I don't believe he had to jump for that ball. He wanted to undercut it and for some reason jump. The Pacemakers, though, however, do punt the ball here. That is going to put them on the 1-yard line.
So the good news, bad news is that they didn't come up with points, but they killed off nearly 8 minutes, if not 9 minutes of clock, which is an Iggy Magnets move.
It's an Iggy classic. I mean, for when you're up. I mean, but look, you're right. That's the good news. The bad news, you're giving the Bearskins the ball down 1 possession. The Bearskins are. They have a chance here to tie the game.
But bad news for Neil Edison. He's literally a step away from the end zone, back line of the end zone.
Yeah, Ryan Edison sneaking in a conversation there. Back to Neil. Neil takes the snap. Immediately on that slant route to Vince Nardone, quickly tackled by Yavar.
Yeah, we said it before at halftime, right? It's going to be quick strike offense now. You have to keep this defense honest. And Chris Brockwell becomes irrelevant if you go quick strike offense moving forward.
It's exactly one of the things you were referring to. Release that ball quick, hit that slants underneath. That's exactly what Vince Nardone can do. Maybe we now see a slant, but a wheel from Marco Bertoldi. We'll have to see that as Neil takes the snap over the snapper to Ryan Ettinson. However, there is a flag on the play. Looks like it may have been rusher interference. We'll have to see on the replay here.
So again, Edison, better snap and a quick play, and the flag came out right away. And we'll see what the call is.
Not sure, actually. I didn't see any rusher interference. A little hard to tell on that replay angle. And the rusher interference would have been called in the backfield, and that was the sideline judge calling that. So not too sure what's going on here. It looks like it is a penalty on the Pacemaker since the referees are talking to the Bearskins here. They are moving, and they're moving up 5 yards.
So this is going to go against Pacemakers. But again, if we're looking at this as offside on the rusher, if we're looking at this as like a boxing scorecard, the points are in favor of the Pacemakers. But right now the Bearskins can get that knockout blow.
Neil Ettinson ready for that knockout. Able to hit Marco Bertoldi on a deep out. Gains a first down. Jonathan Garfinkel with the tackle.
Well, a simple out route by Bertoldi from the left slot, and you see the clear out by Vince Nardone. And that's been the key now for this Bearskin offense, is that they've had more clear outs that has opened up the middle of the Pacemaker defense and has resulted in now plenty of first downs than before.
And Mo, I don't know if you're feeling the momentum switching here, but Pacemakers had all the momentum in the first half. But now with that 4th down stop and the punt, the Bearskins are moving along the ball here after starting the drive on their own one.
Well, it goes back to that penalty in the last drive, right? That kind of hurt Pacemakers.
As Neil takes the snap, rolls out a bit, looking for Limon on the out, just overthrown on the other out from Marco Bertoldi.
Well, the Brockwell pressure, once again, it's come in spurts, and it came out this time. And for Neil Edison, he's kind of worked at one side of the field at times. He went more to his right, and in the second half he's gone more to his left. He's got to figure out how to kind of keep these guys on their heels here and kind of have them second guess. And again, will he go with the deep ball, which we've not seen yet, except for that deep ball to Vince Nardone for the touchdown before.
And Marco Bertoldi with 2 plays remaining. So the deep ball, they have connected twice now. That may be something that you want to see. He's telling them to come back in the huddle, watch for a double hut, maybe to throw off Chris Brockwell. As the offense had spread out, Neil Ettinson called them back in. Watch for a double hut here. Ryan Ettinson about to snap. Neil takes the snap. Trying to get loose. No sack on the play. Instead, it's completed. First down on the play here. Bearskins with a sideline catch.
And Brockwell, you can just see he had him dead to rights on that play. It was deep and tasty for him, but he comes up with an empty stomach on that play. But again, Neil Edson has to learn that you cannot allow yourself to be in that position where you give up a late sack.
That's Sean Payne with the catch, with the first catch of the night here for the Bearskins. That does move the chains and, in fact, puts it at a 1st and 10 situation. They can get a first down right at the lip of the goal line. As Neil Ettinson gets ready to take the snap. Neil scanning immediately, shooting, just over the outstretched arms of Vince Nardone.
Again, it goes back to it's been a common thing. The pass rushers this evening have been absolutely great. They have broken the resistance of these quarterbacks. And look at Brockwell again coming in. Takes an insider look, and then Neil Edson seeing him, he's going quicker than before.
Yeah, I mean.
He's going much quicker than before.
Not sure what to make there of Neil's. You got to release that as fast as he's trying to release that ball. You got to release it even quicker.
Even his mechanics, when you see him going to his left, he's taking that extra movement, that wasted movement that is allowing the teams to react much easier than before when it's going to his left.
As we see a lot of stretching going on from the Bearskins huddle here.
Well, it is 35 plus.
I know.
They got to keep those muscles warm.
Absolutely.
Did you stretch this morning, Miyagi?
My back always hurts. I'll just leave it at that. Neil Edison takes a snap. Oh, goal! There's going to be a flag on the play. As Marco Bertoldi was running the drag at around 3-4 yards, Shane Williams doesn't like the call. But
again,
we'll see it.
They can challenge if they want. And get maybe a reversal here.
Look, he does make a good read on the play, seeing the drag come across. There's contact. There's contact to the head. I mean, that's a clear penalty.
Here's from a ground level angle.
Bertoldi running that drag route. There's just contact to the head. I know he's making a play on the ball. Doesn't matter. You're contacting the head. That's a 5-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
So they're going to challenge this here. Let's see if we get Brent Young with the verdict afterwards.
Yeah, so officially there is a challenge on the field. If the Pacemakers, if there is conclusive evidence to keep the call on the field, which is currently a penalty for contacting the head or unnecessary contact, then the Pacemakers will lose their challenge, their ability to challenge any further plays, and they will lose their timeout as well.
So the point of contention is, did Shane Williams make connection with the ball first before he hit the head? And that's going to be key.
And it's fair, but it doesn't matter. Even if you hit the ball first and you make contact with the head, there's contact to the head. That is a penalty, period. It's not a necessary contact anymore, but it is contact to the head. But you know what? No, it's still unnecessary contact.
So let's see now. Williams definitely got to the ball. There's no question about that. And right there, if we freeze it right, so in fact, Marco Bertoldi got to the ball first. So right there, that eliminates that first question, and then Williams got there second, but then the follow through results in the contact to the head.
The viewers at home are going to see this here in slow motion.
So Bertoldi,
contacts the ball first, which again didn't really matter, but sure, that's the point of contention. Bertoldi had the first point of contact with the football. Shane Williams makes a good play on the ball, but unfortunately makes contact with Bertoldi.
This is delaying our dinner plans, man, by like a half an hour here.
Yeah.
This review, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, guys.
This is definitely
35 plus, man. It's not 25 plus.
For me, this is a penalty, and we'll.
It looks like it's going to be a penalty. It's going to hold serve. And again, the sideline view, unfortunately, does not give us a clearer look. But watch Bertoldi. He will get to the ball first, right over there.
Yeah.
And then Williams came in second. So he came up second best on that play.
You shouldn't be afraid in flag football to be running a drag route at 3 yards and be scared that you're going to get hit blindsided. That's kind of what happened in my eyes. And look, Shane Williams making a play on the ball. I get it. He's not doing it intentionally. He's not trying to run over Marco Bertoldi. But there is contact. It is to me. And now we're going to have an official ruling here. Oh, they are overturning it. They are overturning that penalty call.
I always knew it was going to be overturned. I don't know what
I'm
you were seeing
very
over
surprised.
We'll get Brent Young on this play here if we can. And what was described exactly.
And we'll get a referee perspective
So,
here.
Brent, what was this conclusion that reversed the call?
The way we saw it, both players were going up for the ball at the same time. There was contact, but just unavoidable contact. But they're both playing the ball. He wasn't playing the man.
Thanks so much, Brent.
Thank you. We'll take that to the next play here.
You know, I've had a great call, man, analyzing this game here. I have to go with your analysis over there and lost.
Neal rolling out, looks to run, gonna find Bertoldi, but no, just a little short. No touchdown, no catch. They live for another down here on 4th down.
And look, Brockwell just took a hard step into the left, and that opened it up for Neil Edson. But when Neil Edson was on the run, he was running for his life and just couldn't get himself relaxed to make that throw to Marco Bertoldi.
Bertoldi seemed to be caught between two minds, outstretching his hands to the inside or cupping them underneath. Unable to make a final decision, he came up just short.
This is a massive moment now for the Bearskins because I know the clock is incorrect because we did have the replay, but we're entering that point of no return, and they have to get a touchdown now before it gets too late.
4th down here. They can get a first down at the lip of the goal line. Neil Edson scans, looking immediately to his left, going for a high point ball, out of bounds, incomplete. Pacemakers, turnover on downs. Get the ball back at their own 11-yard line.
Well, look, that play looked disjointed from the start. There was no clinical edge to it. There was no dynamism to it. And it was just a Hail Mary in the end zone for Neil Edson to hope that someone's going to come up in the camouflage uniforms of the Bearskins.
You gotta have a play where you have a first, second, and clear third read. There should never be a point from 11 yards out where you're just throwing a Hail Mary. I mean, maybe someone didn't get exactly the right route and run it, but man, that's not a good look there for the Bearskins. It's Jason Rossi ready to take set. 5 minutes left in this game. With a wraparound, Shane Williams, that's Wade Williams actually, truck sticking his way. It's his way through the Bearskins defense. Finally, a whistle on the play there. A minimal gain on the run for about 5 yards.
Well,
maybe not so minimal.
If this is Wade Williams from, say, 2005, that would be a massive run. But, again, trying to keep them on their heels right now going forward.
We have 2nd down here, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, as Jason Rossi huddles up everyone on the pacemaker side of the offense. Maybe you might do we see Kenton Lowe with another 10 in here?
Well, that's been the bread and butter, right? And can Vince Nardone diagnose it and kind of set the trap up here and kind of force that throw either off?
Here's Jason Rossi just going to Chris Brockwell. That should be an incomplete pass. Leo Gervais with the right call there. We have 3rd down, 3rd and 6 set up here for the Pacemakers.
Not often Leo Gervais has the right call on that, but that wasn't the right call for Jason Rossi because he had Kentalo open on a simple 4-yard hook to his left and wanted to go to Brockwell on the immediate read.
Yeah, a little tunnel vision there for Jason Rossi. We know that connection very well, Rossi to Brockwell. Maybe just, kept that vision a little tunneled. And because you're right, absolutely. Kenton Lowe on a 4-yard hook on the left was wide open.
And this is where the twitchy part comes up. Who can make that throw with these two quarterbacks?
Jason Rossi reading, going to the sideline, wide open. Wade Williams. Neil Edson with a tackle, but not before the first down is gained and into the plus territory of the Bearskins.
What a sell job by Jason Rossi to kind of freeze the defense and give him the hook to the sidelines. And Wade Williams had all that oceans of space to work his way through the first down. And most importantly, though, He keeps possession and kills clock for the Pacemakers.
Yeah, very, very big play there. As there was 5 minutes about 2 minutes ago, that means there's about 3 minutes left in this football game. You're absolutely right. Great sell job with his eyes, Jason Rossi. Sean Payne unable to make the sideline play to get and catch up to Shane and Wade Williams. There's the end around. Jason Rossi going off on a run. Looks to appears, yes, gets more than a first down. Wow, all the way down to the 5-yard line. That's a 15-yard run by Jason Rossi.
So what happened was, look who was rushing. GM Colathris, right?
Oh, boy.
So Jason Rossi, and again, not to pick on our guy, GM, we love him, but Jason Rossi saw that was a match where I can use my legs and get at least 5-6 yards, and that's what he's done right there. And now who's going to pass rush? GM goes off, and Limit comes in. So Jim gave Limit a respite, but they got punished for that miscue on the personnel change.
First and goal from the 5-yard line inside the red zone. It's a no-run situation as Jason Rossi looks to put the dagger in the Bearskins. Waiting. Risky pass! Intercepted! The Bearskins come up with a huge turnover. What a massive play for the Bearskins defense.
Well, that was a forced throw by Rossi, an ill-timed throw. He should have taken the sack on that play. Libman again came in, and Vince Nardone was able to come up with a better angle on that play. And now we're back to the scene of the crime of the Bearskins having a chance to come up with a touchdown and potential tying this game up at the end.
Unbelievable, because my God, Pacemakers and Jason Rossi, again, didn't have to force that throw. Forced it in a 1 versus 2 situation. And who was it that came up? Vince Nardone, that you said should come up with a big play, and he did for the Bearskins.
Might have a career as an analyst in this business.
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
Neil Atkinson now scanning, gets sacked. Oh, there's a sack and a flag guard potentially. There's a lot to uncover here. The referees are going to stop the time. Going to discuss the Bearskins and Pacemakers getting a little chippy down there. Terry Tam and Shane Williams. Shane Williams showing Terry that I got the flag on you. Things getting a little heated here in the 35-plus Legends Division Final. Here, Iggy Magnets with Mo Khan. This is another barn burner finish, it looks like, as we've had such a great number of games.
We need to get, if we can, Ali Reza, if we can get the main eagle eye shot to kind of give a better explanation of what happened here. If we get the main shot here, that'll be key for us. So here's what happened. Okay, watch the left side of the screen and what unfolded. So Conrad Keeble calling the flag, and that is going to probably go against Bearskins and how this played out for them.
I believe they've moved up in terms of the Bearskins offense, so it looked like a Pacemakers penalty.
Illegal contact, I think, is going to be the call. Watch Shane Williams as the halfback to your left. Right there, bam.
Oh, yeah.
Hit him.
Hit
him right there. So that's where the call came initially.
So that's an automatic first down here for the Bearskins as the clock is now rolling and chipping away. Bearskins on offense. Neil Atkinson going deep again.
Touchdown.
Oh, Kevin Libman! What a throw! 3 for 3 on the deep balls. Kevin Libman. Touchdown, Bearskins.
Watch the deep post right here by Libman. Splitting through 2 defenders in the third layer of the defense, and what a throw by Neil Edson. That was not a pass, it was a throw.
Wow.
Beautiful trajectory and dip, and that is what you call vision, execution, touchdown. And now, timeout call by Bearskins on what they're going to do, because we're now in the final stages of this game here.
There's a challenge. I'm not sure what is being challenged. As Chris Brockwell was pointing to the sky, going, "Hey, I want to get that reviewed." Not sure what there is for review or up for discussion. Maybe Chris Brockwell thinks he got there for a sack before the ball was released. We're gonna have to find out if we can get more information from the referees soon here. But definitely, there's something that's being challenged. And perhaps not. The referees all getting back into position here. Bearskins going for 2, going for the tie, down 26-24.
They got to get quick, man. They got to get this ball off before 5 plays.
Neil Atkinson takes the snap. Analyzes, diagnosis, incomplete. Jonathan Garfinkel with the pat down.
So, in a way, that little delay was a blessing in disguise because that prevented Bearskins using that play earlier, which would have given them maybe 6-7 plays left, but now it's 5 plays left, and now we're down to the final sequence here.
Final sequence, very simple for the viewers out there and very simple for the Pacemakers. A first down wins you the football game, wins you a 35-plus Legends Division Championship.
Who's going to be a legend now, right?
Who is going to be the legend? Who's going to come up clutch here? Who's your star on the offense here for Pacemakers?
Well, again, it's been Brockwell and Kenton Lope.
Yep.
Wade Williams came with a big catch last drive, but I'm going to circle Shane Williams. He's being watched by Marco Bertoli. This is where he is a legend in this game.
Let's see if they can put a legendary performance. Jason Rossi to Chris Brockwell. Can't get the tackle is Terry Tam. There's another penalty. This may be a holding. This may be a holding that gives them a first down. And if it is a first down, it's game. And it's a first down. That's going to be the end of the game. Pacemakers. I want an official. Yes, that is the official end of the game. That penalty there, that holding penalty gives the Pacemakers, the 35-plus Legends champions. As they go in the handshake line, Pacemakers win out.
Well, it's pretty obvious that where this game was lost was in the first half for the Bearskins. Chris Brockwell single-handedly destroyed the Bearskins, and that pick 6 for a touchdown is the reason why they're the champions for 35-plus Legends.
It really was the key difference, the MVP play, the buzz fit play of the game here for the Pacemakers. As we're going to soon be going down to Rob Campana. But before that, do you see an MVP candidate? Is it Chris Brockwell?
Chris Brockwell.
It better be Chris Brockwell.
Chris Brockwell. He's the reason why they are the champions. Quarterback pressure from him was fantastic, and you saw what happened. Neil Ensign did not have the time and was not comfortable all game long.
Defensively, offensively, let's see who the MVP is with Rob Campana.
The conclusion of the 35-plus Legends Division final was a tightly contested game. Game that came down to the final drive. And so here I am. They're in the midst of celebrations here, a little bit of discussions with the officials. I think I need to call them in. Guys, we've got trophy presentation here. I think we got caught up in some other stuff here. We forgot about the trophy itself. All right, guys, bring it in. So happy to present the 35-plus Legends Division trophy to the captain of the Pacemakers, Jason Rossi. Congrats, Jason. Next up is the championship banner for you guys to keep. Yes, sir. You can fill that in after, Jay. Last thing to give out, staff decision for the finals MVP goes to FPF Hall of Famer Shane Williams. All right, Shane. There you go, my man. Shane, talk to us about the season, the experience playing with these guys. You've obviously played at the highest levels. Talk to us about how it is, like obviously competitive football here. This team.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's my second season playing with these guys. I jumped on with my brother and his buddies, and honestly, we had some adversity last year. We didn't finish off the way we wanted. This year, it all came together, both sides of the ball, and we got the W when it mattered.
All right, Shane, good job, man. Congrats, guys. Back up to you.
30-second round.
All right, this is it. That was the end of day one, Mokan, of the FPF Winter Championship Finals. In conclusion here, we had the Pacemakers winning out the 35-plus Legends divisions 26-24 over the Bearskins. Any final remarks?
Look, it was a great first day of games. We had some really good matchups here, but this Pacemaker game really exemplified that. Even though they were the underdogs, perceived underdogs, it's a one-off, and in this one-off, they came up with the biggest play, and that was the first half. That was more than enough to weather the storm in the second half, and they're the champions.
Can they repeat next winter?
Well, it depends. We'll find out.
Okay, that does it here from Marie-Victorin and RDP Montreal, Quebec. We have Mokan, Iggy Magnets here. We wish you a good night, and we wish you a great spring season.